Thank you. So, yes, CO2SITE. This is not just a TNO effort, this is a collaboration of 12 partners at least, and some bring with them some affiliated entities, but just for simpleness, I'll stick to the 12. OGS, formerly Zero Emissions Platform, currently Carbon Management Europe, the Spanish Geological Survey, the French Geological Survey, Eurogeo Services, the University of Edinburgh, Norse, BGS, I'm sorry, British Geological Survey, yep. The Danish Geological Survey, SINTEF, and latest but not least, CO2GDN. And we're going to try to go from theoretical potential to site readiness. Because currently there is a large project called GSU, which brings together on several topics the data from the geological services across Europe and try to make it into a harmonized pan-European atlas, which will be placed on the EGDI platform. And for that, we're also putting together a CO2 storage potential atlas. So, we're going to build on this potential atlas, which contains formations, but also information on traps and the storage readiness level of the traps. And CO2SITE will deliver a storage atlas supporting strategic planning and investment with stored potential as EGI on basis. We'll look into geological, technical, economic, regulatory aspects of it, and of course the maturity of sites. I'll explain in a bit more detail what is going to be further on. So why now? As you've been told multiple times before today, the injection capacity by 2030 has to be around 50 million tons per year. The demand is estimated to be higher than that, and this creates a readiness gap. In our data from the map prepared in GSEU, we currently have 25% of the traps at SRL storage readiness level 2, which is a site identified as a theoretical capacity. 61% of these traps are ready to be screened to identify individual storage sites and to look into initial storage project concept. Which means that only 12% are, and this is not correct, storage level readiness level 4 or higher. So that means desktop studies all the way up to ready to permit or permitted. There is a storage readiness level 8 and 9, but they haven't been identified in our data. Remember, this is only data from the geological services, so this does not incorporate industry. But yeah, the bottleneck to go beyond this, it needs characterization, modeling, concept updates, license preparation. And this all takes investment, but also decision-grade information. And yeah, moving beyond takes time, money. But just information on potential is not enough. The atlas provides location, characteristics, and maturity on the subsurface data. But decision makers need more. They need indicators like dynamic capacity, cost estimates, risk profiles. They need to compare, they need to rank, and have context, infrastructure, funding mechanisms, you name it. This is not currently in the GSEU atlas. So, CO2SITE will explicitly add these technical and non-technical information to the EGDI platform. So, this is our pipeline. We have data, that's already there. We're adding more so that there can be made proper decisions, and site readiness. So we're going to define what is investability, what do you need? We need harmonized methods so that across Europe you can clearly and easily compare the situation of your potentials. We need to collate this data. That's also why, of course, CO2SITE and Eurogeo services are so important. They have a lot of affiliated entities that cover the entirety of Europe. We're going to build some modules, capacity, techno-economic assessments, risk, compare and rank, and we'll deliver this in the EGDI platform, which will be updated and upgraded in the GSCU project as well, and secure a user space for this. As GEOS, the Danish Geological Survey, is head of the task appointed to this and are in care of the EGDI platform, we have ensured this addition. And we hopefully can apply that to regional acceleration and enable uptake as well. So this is the content. I'm not going to go any deeper into it since timing is already over, as I understand. But be free to look through it later. So the main objective, of course, like everyone here, is to accelerate the CO2 transport and storage in the hubs across Europe. And the Atlas is hopefully contributing to the decision where to invest or where not. So it demands scenarios, prioritize regions for the regional acceleration. Parallel to that, we hope to get some regulatory visibility in the form of a state of play reporting and recommendations. However, we do realize that as geologists, we do not exactly know what is needed. So we want to make it fit for purpose, and in this stakeholder engagement is key. So we have embedded end user requirements into the development. So we're trying to improve adoption of geological subsurface data to ensure that the outputs are usable for investments, policy, regional planning, stuff like that, just to cross the gap from potential to investability. So within the strategy, we'll do stakeholder mapping, we'll do workshops, dialogues, perhaps we will even try to fit in this 3-year period some user tests, webinars of course, and create awareness across platforms so that people know that this is out there and that this is coming. And of course, we'll create an advisory board during the project to ensure that we know what is needed to cross this bridge. So I kept my time. Thank you for your attention.